Hey guys, it's AJ. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching me and Mr. Vuitton. Today I'm here to do a comparison video for you guys. I put up a poll on my Instagram asking which video you would like me to see, you would like me to do next, and the votes came out that you would like a comparison between two bags, my YSL flat bag and my Chanel classic double flap in the maxi size. So I thought I would go ahead and do that one. The other video choice was a how I afford luxury, basically just like sit down and talk video. There wouldn't be any, like it wouldn't be a review or anything, but it would just be a, just like a sit down video on my 5 tips for saving for luxury handbags. And I will definitely be doing that next. I'm probably gonna film that one next, and then it'll go up maybe in like a week or so, because there was definitely interest in that, but I thought I would go ahead and do this comparison first because that was kind of the consensus of what you wanted to see me do first. So with that being said, we will get straight into it. We are doing a comparison today between the Chanel classic double flap in the maxi size, aka my favorite bag ever from Chanel, although my trendy has definitely given this bag a run for its money, just because I love this because it's so durable and carefree, but I also love my trendy because it's just absolutely the most stunning bag I've ever seen from Chanel. And I like the 3 compartments, and I like that it has the shoulder strap or the top handle because I really like to carry my bags on a top handle. But anyway, this isn't a trendy review. I will focus myself on talking about the maxi. But this is my favorite double flap size. I've had a jumbo and a maxi. I had them at the same time, and I ended up selling my jumbo because I just didn't reach for it. This is the bag that I've reached for the most. The size is perfect to me on my frame. I'm 5'10", and it is just perfection to me. The size, my jumbo never felt like me, and this bag feels like me. Like when I wear it, it's like me in a bag. It's durable, it's gorgeous. This is 19 series caviar, so it's absolutely as shiny as can be. And it just is beautiful. So this bag we will be comparing to my newly acquired Saint Laurent or YSL. This is the large Matelasse quilted flat bag or something like that. Monogram flat bag, I don't know. You see about 100 different names for this particular bag. But this is the largest of their like classic flaps, and this is in the 3-way kind of quilting. So you have the standard quilting here, you have chevron, like the signature YSL chevron here, and then straight, or not, yeah, chevron here, and then straight quilting here. So the back then is just straight quilting, like standard quilting. So we will be comparing these two because I know a lot of people like to substitute this YSL bag for a Chanel jumbo, or really it's the most comparable, honestly, in size to a maxi and what it can hold, and its overall just dimensions and footprint on your body. And so I know a lot of times this is a great, that's why I bought this bag in this color, is because I didn't want to invest in a Chanel jumbo in beige just because I knew I would be scared to use it, and that I probably wouldn't reach for it as much. So this one sort of scratched my itch for a beige kind of caviar with gold hardware type flat bag without going the Chanel price tag. So I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I do have a couple notes written down in terms of measurements, so we'll get through that really quickly. These two bags, as you can see, are extremely comparable in size. The maxi flap from Chanel is 13 inches in length, it's 9 inches tall, and it's 3.5 in depth at its widest point. And these measurements were just taken by me 2 minutes ago with a tape measure. These aren't from any website, so these are raw measurements that I just took. The YSL flap is, let me set this down. This is 12 inches in length, so very similar to a jumbo in length. I would say it's a little bit shorter, about an inch shorter than the maxi. The height is 8.5, which is almost the same as the maxi, and the depth is 2 inches, so about an inch and a half less depth on the YSL. So again, I'll give you a shot of them next to one another. Very, very similar. I mean, they look like they're the same size. There you can really see the depth difference and sort of the height difference as well. But yeah, so if I put it like this, you know, where they're lined up, you can see the MAXI peeking out a little bit in terms of then the height of the MAXI being about an inch taller, or half inch taller actually. So I like the MAXI because of its size on my body, and so this is a great size for me as well, just in terms of like, you know, carryability, or that's not really the right word, but like how it lays on my body and how it looks. So this bag obviously has gold hardware. I believe that it does come in silver hardware. In fact, I know it does because I just saw it on the Saks website in like a beigey nude color with silver. This bag also comes in standard, just chevron quilting instead of with the standard quilting on the bottom. And it also comes in a so black version, which is stunning as well. The MAXI, of course, comes in caviar or lambskin, silver or gold hardware. Mine happens to have silver hardware because I feel like on the MAXI it just is very fresh, and it just kind of jazzes it up. It makes it look a little bit less formal, especially in this size. And then it, of course, comes in seasonal colors as well, but mine's just in the standard black. This is a 19 series. I purchased it pre-loved from Sabina from her personal collection, and she was great to work with. If you don't follow Sabina on Instagram and YouTube, you're really missing out because her channel and her Instagram is just so beautiful. Not to mention she's just a gem of a person. So check her out. But yeah, I bought this from her. It had been hers. She's super picky about caviar. I know that about her. That's one thing that I trust about her. And she was like, this is 19 series. It's just gorgeous. And it really is. I mean, my jumbo was 22 series and I thought it was beautiful. And then I got this and was like, holy cow, this is like night and day. I mean, that sheen, it almost looks like lambskin. That's how much sheen it has on it. In terms of retail price, this bag retails currently, I think they just had a price increase. It used to be $25.90. It's up to $26.50, I think. It just had, this YSL bag just had a price increase. The MAXI retails for $7,700 here in the States, which boggles my mind. I did not pay that. I paid much, much, much less than that. But this bag was basically like new when I got it. It was full set, and Sabina had bought it from someone who had never used it, and then she carried it like twice. So it was like new when I purchased this bag from her. So this bag is a third as much as this bag in terms of straight retail pricing. I did not pay retail for either of these bags. So now getting into some of the other features. Obviously the Chanel has the back pocket. Let's stick to the outside for right now. They both have a back pocket. I never use the back pocket on any of my Chanel bags. I'm just too freaked out to do so for fear of stretching. I mean, this would very generously hold my phone back here, like no problem, but I just don't use it. I didn't use mine on my jumbo, and so I just don't use it. But this bag has a larger, I mean, I can fit my whole, set this puppy down. I can fit my whole hand down in here because it's the whole width of the bag. And it's lined, the MAXI pocket is lined in leather, whereas this is lined in the black, like grosgrain fabric. This is where I always keep my phone when I carry this bag because it's just easy. I know exactly where my phone is, and I don't have to even open my bag to get it. So I can just drop my phone in there and it's perfect. I honestly have really been enjoying this bag. I've carried it just a couple of times, but I really have been enjoying it. The leather is very similar to Caviar from Chanel. The sides are just flat leather, so they're not quilted, but the rest of it's quilted. I haven't had any color transfer issues. Now I have worn light colors with it, but I haven't had any issues with color transfer. And this is like the perfect beige Claire dupe, in my opinion. This is called Nude, is the color from YSL, but it definitely is like the perfect, it's coming up very, very true to color, and it's like the perfect beige Claire look type bag from Chanel. So That is the outside. The opening of this bag is a snap button, and it's obviously a single flap, whereas the Chanel is the signature turn lock with the single flap there, and then this is a double flap. I'm a double flap fiend. I always have, I love the single on that YSL because it is not so much for weight difference, but just because it makes it a lot easier to get in and out of for sure. But for my Chanel classic flaps, I really just like the double flap. I like the heritage, and I think it's really just cool to have the double flap. So that's why I've always liked the double flap. So that is the difference between getting into these two bags. Definitely a lot more convenient to get in and out of this one. Interior wise, the Chanel has the front pocket like we all know of, and then the inside I do have a bag pillow inside that was a gift from my friend Karen, which it actually was for my jumbo, but it fits down inside of my MAXI perfectly. This is just a soft pillow to hold the shape. And then I had ordered a Samorga for my jumbo, and it was too tight in the jumbo when I had it, so I kept it and use it now inside of my MAXI just to protect the inside of the leather from scratches and whatnot. So, you know, we all pretty much know the layout of a Chanel Classic flap. It's not any big mystery, but I do use an organizer inside of it. And then, of course, it has the lipstick pockets there in the back. So the inside of the YSL bag, the button is very, very secure. The only thing that I do notice is that, like, if you're in the checkout line or you're just going to close your bag, it's kind of hard. Like, it did it really well that time. It's not hard to get it closed if there's not much in it. It doesn't want to mash in, and the button does find the inside, but sometimes, like right now, it's not there. It's locked. It takes a little bit of fiddling sometimes to get it lined up so that it will close, but once it's closed, it's very secure. I mean, I'm pulling, you can see I'm pulling on the flap pretty vigorously here, and it's not unsnapping, so it's not going to just open up on you. You have to deliberately unsnap that puppy. So it has the beautiful snap there, and I still have the plastic on the inside one. But unlike the MAXI, it just has one big pocket on the inside that's sort of gusseted a little bit. You can see it expands really well. It's like a big envelope. And then it's just one big open black hole kind of. This bag holds a lot. It holds easily as much as my MAXI does, and probably a little bit more because you can kind of stuff it a little bit more. I still have the price tag on it because I haven't taken that off. And then it does have one, whoops, wrong way. It does have one zippered pocket there at the back. So it's not big. I don't think my phone would fit in. I have an iPhone XS Max. I don't believe that would fit in there, but you could put like a card holder down in there for safekeeping. So one zippered pocket inside, and then just the big black hole there. The grommets on the inside are embossed or engraved with the Saint Laurent Paris on the inside ones. And then, of course, on the outside ones there. As far as strap length goes, see here, I'm having to kind of, it went. You just have to kind of line it up. If you have it on your shoulder, like let's say, let's move this a minute. Let's say, you know, I'm in the store and I'm getting my things out of it. Like this is exactly how I do it, which is so convenient. And then I want to close it. There, it snapped. So you do have to just kind of move it around sometimes, but even if I left it open to leave like the checkout line so I wasn't in the way, it's not like it's gaping open where people can reach in and get into it. It just sort of stays like that. So that is, you know, that's a good feature. And like I said, the snap is really strong once you do get it closed. So just be aware that that's something that could be a little bit of a con, is just having to find the closure. And then of course the beautiful YSL in the front. I think this is a really classy bag for the price, especially for what I paid for it, because I did get it on sale at Saks. It's a very classy bag. It's definitely not in the quality caliber with the Chanel Classic flaps, I would say. But it still is really a very nice bag for the price. The other nice thing about the YSL strap is that it's all just chain down, you know, most of it, but then here in the center, again, I'm going the right way, it has these two leather brakes, and then with the Saint Laurent, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but each one has the Saint Laurent Paris stamped in it, and these are super comfortable, and you can just kind of line them up and they stay on your shoulder really well, you know, without sliding. They don't want to slide off your shoulder or anything, at least off of me. And for the strap length, of course, a Chanel Classic flap has the woven leather and chain strap, so no leather brake. They just have the same kind of strap all the way down, which some people find uncomfortable and like they dig in to your shoulder. So, and then as far as the strap length goes, or the strap drop, they're very, very similar in terms of strap drop. So you can see they're very similar. The YSL might even be a little bit longer strap drop. So you can see them, they're hanging side by side. And you can do either strap doubled, or you can obviously do them single. I've carried it this way too, if I don't want it up under my arm, and it's really nice that way. And I like how this leather piece just sort of lays flat there at the top. It looks really nice, I think. And then it's not going to dig into the bag. It just is that nice leather piece, like exactly the right width for the top of the bag. Which obviously the Chanel you can do single as well. And the Maxi goes single at a perfect length for me. The Jumbo is so long, even on me at 5'10", it was way too long. The Maxi single drop is really at a nice, it like hits right at my hip. So that's another reason why I like the Maxi so well. So that is pretty much all I wanted to cover between these two bags. They're very similar. If you don't want the hassle, first of all, if you don't want the price tag, obviously go with this unless you can find a really good deal on the Maxi. Obviously, I'm touting the Maxi because that's what I have. If you have a Jumbo and love it, you'll love this bag because it's going to hold a little bit more. It's going to be probably lighter weight, and it's going to be a single flap. But, you know, durability-wise, I think that they're probably very, very similar. But, you know, for me with the Maxi, it was just kind of a natural size choice. And, you know, if you don't want the price tag of Chanel, if you're not sure if you're going to like a flat bag, because they do take a little bit more getting used to than like a tote, or if you're used to a tote or a satchel, like an open top satchel, then this is a great way to test it out. Test out like caviar type pebbled leather, see if you like it. See if you like, you know, the snap, or if you'd rather have a turn lock. And just because, you know, right, the price is definitely right in terms of what you get for bang for your buck. And you can find these on pre-loved sites too. You don't have to purchase new from Saks, but a lot of times they'll be doing gift card events or Ebates or things like that. So yeah, that, you know, they're both great bags. I like both of them. Obviously, I like my Chanel better just because I feel like it is made a little better. It's definitely made better. And I like the double flap. I like the turn lock probably a little bit better than fiddling with that. But with the YSL, I really like that you can fit more, and it's a single flap for ease of use. Even though the double really doesn't bother me, but it's definitely easier to use. And I love this three-way kind of quilting. I think it's really chic without looking too trendy. And this bag isn't as deep, which is kind of nice. So this one definitely to me would be more easily transitioned from day to night. So you could wear it like with a really cute like white, you know, button-down shirt and some jeans and sandals for the day, like for work or whatever. But then if you needed to like go, you know, out to dinner, you're going for drinks or something like that, or if you needed to just hurry up and throw on like a sundress, then this bag you could carry too, and it's not going to look like you used your daytime bag for evening. Whereas the Maxi definitely has like more presence and is a little bit bulkier, so it would be more, to me, a little bit harder to pass off for evening or for dressier events. So that's another thing to think about, is what you'll be using it for. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions that I did not cover, please leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel. I really would appreciate if you just hit subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Take care, guys.